everything New Orleans Pelicans from a fan's perspective. 27 points, 5 rebounds. Welcome to Pelicans Flock Report, where I give you everything New Orleans Pelicans from a fan's perspective. First things first, man, before I get started, like always, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. The all-new Pelicans Flock Report, you don't want to miss it after each and every game, and even on days where we don't play, I have been dropping videos, man, so make sure you turn on your notifications and tune in, tap in to the all-new Pelicans Flock Report. Appreciate everybody that's already subscribed out there, man. Really appreciate y'all, man. I'm your host, D. Broussard. Pels win tonight, man. Pels win tonight at the Smoothie King Center against the Dallas Mavericks. The Pelicans win 129-111. Overall, good performance for the Pelicans tonight. A dominant performance at that. No DeJounte Murray for the Pelicans tonight. It was reported that DeJounte Murray was suffering from an illness. Tried to give it a go, could not go. So ultimately, he ended up sitting out. So therefore, we had no small ball lineup tonight. James Borrego going with a traditional basketball lineup. Yves Missi getting the start tonight in place of DeJounte Murray. But overall, man, good game for the Pelicans. We got out to a real slow start, but ultimately we made some adjustments in the first quarter, going on a 12-0 run with about 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the first quarter. The Pelicans really started to turn it up a little bit after just making a lot of mental mistakes and turnovers. Ultimately, we did have 11 turnovers in this game, but I felt like we definitely started to pick up the pace a little bit and play with a little bit more energy after coming off to that slow start in the beginning of the game. Turning point of this game for me, I got to go with second half adjustments. Um, Now, the Pelicans went on a 14-4 run in the third quarter, and ultimately they went up by 18 points. James Borrego making some adjustments on the defensive end. We started taking care of the basketball a little bit, started moving the ball, finding guys, playing for one another. And ultimately, I think the second half adjustments that James Borrego made in this game really helped us in this one and, really helped us get past the Mavericks and win this game. Top performers in this one, man, I'm going to be honest. Um, I got to go with Yves Missi. Yves Missi didn't have, the most points in this game, but I just feel like Yves Missi had a really good performance tonight on the defensive end. He only ended up with 4 points, but he had 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks. Yves just had a good defensive game in this game, and I felt like it was Yves' energy and defense that really helped us win this game tonight. And so I got to go with Yves Missi as my top performer tonight because I felt like his defensive presence really helped us, win this game tonight. And if it wasn't for Yves and his defensive presence, I think we might have struggled a little bit. But I think Yves really set the tone for us tonight on defense, especially with no DeJounte Murray. So I think Yves really set the tone for us on defense tonight and really helped us get this win. Besides Yves Missi, got to go with Zion Williamson. 27 points for Zion. Zion was 11 for 13 from field goal range tonight. And just another overall good performance for Zion as he continues his streak, scoring 20-plus points. And, it looked like Zion kind of tweaked something a little bit in the third quarter. He kind of started moving a little different. But ultimately, Zion stayed in the game and finished the game out tonight. He toughened it out. And, he was able to finish the game tonight. And he ended up with 27 points. Besides Zion Williamson, gotta go with Sadiq Bey. 23 points, 6 rebounds for Sadiq Bey tonight. Sadiq was 8 for 18 from field goal range and also 1 for 6 from behind the arc. But overall, good performance for Sadiq Bey, ending up with 23 points, 6 rebounds. Trey Murphy, 17 points for Trey tonight, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Now, Trey was 7 for 15 from field goal range and also 2 for 9 from behind the arc. Not a good performance for Trey behind the arc tonight, but he still ended up with 17 points tonight, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. So, ultimately a good game for Trey Murphy tonight as well. And besides Trey Murphy, man, I gotta go with Carlo I hope I'm saying his name right, Makovic. Gotta go with Carlo Makovic tonight. Carlo had a really good game. I really, really, I'm really starting to like this kid, Carlo. I'm gonna be honest, man. I really like the way he plays. I like his ability to be able to space the floor. He's very athletic. He can play above the rim. A lot of times we see him catching lobs and things of that nature and, knocking down 3-point shots in certain situations. You know, um, Carlo has been really playing well for us lately. And tonight he ended up with 13 points, 10 rebounds. And Carlo was 5 for 7 from field goal range and also 2 for 2 from behind the arc. So good performance for Carlo tonight, man. And like I said, this kid is really starting to grow on me a lot. Obviously, he hadn't really been playing as much. Sometimes he plays on and off, but the more I continue to see him gaining minutes, the more, his game is starting to really grow on me. And I really feel like he can definitely help us continue to win games. And he definitely can help us build an identity and, help us going forward into the future. As far as building this team and trying to contend. So yeah, man, I had to go with Carlo. I had to put Carlo in there too as well, because Carlo been really playing well, and I'm really starting to like this kid, to be honest. Next game for us will be against the Los Angeles Clippers at the Smoothie King Center. Now, last time we played the Los Angeles Clippers, it ended up in a loss. But obviously, we were down a couple guys in that game, as I recall. But the Clippers will be in town. Of course, Kawhi Leonard has been playing at a high level right now. Benedict Mathurin. The Clippers have been playing really well. Brooke Lopez, the vet, has been contributing to the Clippers as well. And, the Clippers have been playing really, really well. So it's definitely going to be a game that we definitely going to have to bring it in. We definitely going to have to get out to a good start. We definitely don't want to, start slow and continue trying to play catch up throughout the game against a team like this because the Clippers are really on fire right now. It's getting close to the playoffs, so they definitely trying to make a playoff push and you know kind of go for seat, try to get a good spot in the playoffs as far as seeding and everything like that goes. So the Clippers are definitely going to be looking to play some basketball. They definitely going to be, ready to go. So we have to do the same thing as well. And hopefully, we'll have DeJounte Murray back in this one. And, we can really use his defense, his leadership, his presence on the basketball court, especially against the Los Angeles Clippers. So hopefully, DeJounte Murray will be back. And ultimately, we can turn things around and try to get a win against the Los Angeles Clippers. Try to redeem myself, especially after losing that last game against the Clippers in LA. Right now, we're currently 23 and 45. Now, we did beat the Mavericks tonight, which the Mavericks are ahead of us right now in the 12th spot. A lot of people been saying that we may still have a chance at making the play-in tournament. That right there is still a huge question mark. Not really sure if we'll be able to make it, but we have been playing really well. We have been, like I said, catching stride, defending well. And, we've been trying to end off this second half of the season pretty good. So, I like I said, I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to make the play in. I would hope that we could, but I mean it's still other teams that's ahead of us that has been playing really, really well as of late. So, we'll see. But, always, like I say, I'm gonna keep hope alive. We might be to do it. So if we can pull it off, that'd be great. If not, I feel like it's been a heck of a second half of the season for us. Getting everybody healthy and guys stepping up and playing hard and just winning games and things of that nature. So I feel good about what we have going into the future right now. Um, and also, I feel like we're finally starting to finally starting to find our identity as a team, which I talked about that in my last video. I feel like the Pelicans are finally starting to gain an identity right now. So that's it for me, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody that's already subscribed. Pelicans win tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. We were able to redeem ourselves, as I recall. I think the last game we played against the Mavericks in Dallas, I think we lost that game. So we're able to redeem ourselves tonight and win against the Dallas Mavericks. Make sure you like and subscribe. The all new Pelicans Flock Report. You don't want to miss it after each and every game, even on off days. Make sure y'all tune in, turn your notifications on. I'm your host, D. Broussard. I'm out, man. Go Pels.